Good afternoon, fellow traders. It's Black Coffee Trader, and today I want to make a video to show you how to use TradeZella. I use TradeZella to monitor my trading progress, to track my trades, improve my trades. I'm big on risk reward. And anyway, I use TradeZella. I have used it for quite some time, and I love it. So today I want to show you how easy it is to export trades out of NinjaTrader, or in this case, I'm using the Affordable Indicators accounts dashboard to monitor the accounts and the charts and so on and so forth. So let's dive right in. So first thing we do is we pull up our TradeZella. So here we have TradeZella, and let's just, okay, this is set for the month. So we're going to set this for today. So we have no trades in for today. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to this NinjaTrader tab at the top, and we're going to go down to trade performance, and you can slow this down and pause it if you want to get the direction step by step here. But trade performance, now we pull up a screen, and what we need to do now is set this to today's date, which is February the 27th. Hit generate, and that will then load the trades for today. You can see how that changed. And the next thing we want to do, like, it'll display your profit for today, your losses, etc., etc. It'll show you your win rate, number of trades, all that sort of thing. We're going to hit this little filter button, and we're going to select, in this, if you are trading multiple accounts, or you've only traded certain accounts, or wanted to only import certain trades or certain accounts into TradeZella, then you would select only the accounts you want. But in my case, I'm selecting all of them. There's 15 PA accounts here. Once I've got the account selected that I want to export, I go up here to this little box where it says summary, hit the drop down, and we want to click on executions. That'll bring up this page. We right click anywhere down here below, and then we hit export. And what that's going to do is it's going to put this into our downloads. And all I have to do, it's going to turn this into a CSV file. NinjaTrader grid, dated for today, and all I have to do is simply hit save. And now I can close here, and now I'm ready to import that information into TradeZella. And so all we have to do now is go to this little plus sign where it says add trade, and now it's going to bring up my pre-saved accounts. In this case, we're wanting to import the Apex PAs. I'm going to click this little add trades button, and then I'm going to go to the bottom here where it says upload file. And I click the upload file. I now can select this export that we just did today. Hit open, and you can't see it here because of my little banner. But it is, there's a little box at the bottom here, and I can't show it. Let me see if there we go. See, it says here it is, or it was downloading, and now it's saying that successfully, well, sorry, I keep messing this up. It basically says successfully imported all the execution, so to speak. So we close that, and now we go to the home screen dashboard, and all of the trades from today are there. $2,470.80 in profit. That matches exactly the number here, 2,470. And it also is going to display the trade percent win rate today. It's going to show the average win to loss. So today, $151 was the average winner. Average loser was 36. So we have a 4.14 average win to loss, which is great. 100% win rate, day rate, not the win rate for today. I did have losing trades. But now we come down here and we have these trades imported. Now, something that you may, if you follow my channel, you know that I am really trying to track my risk reward. I really am careful, and I don't like to take too much risk in a trade for the goal or reward. So what we can do now is, let me show you. I have a little dashboard that little Excel file that I use every single day, and it is called my playbook. And it looks something like this. So for today, it shows, I basically just have these columns set where I have the time I entered the trade, what the symbol was it a micro, NQ, ES, gold, etc. What the trade was that is symbolizing my playbook. So I have different names for different trades. The 940 trade, for example, a key level trade, that's what KLT stands for. HH for hitchhiker. Those are the three main trades I take. and then I enter if it was a win or a loss, and if I was long or short, and what PA number was the leading account. I also have my entry. When I set my entry, I've got formulas set in place here so that if I put my stop loss point, like this particular trade here, there was a 20-point stop loss. And so I'm looking for a 2R, in other words, if I'm risking 100, I want to make 200. And so the profit target would be 308 and the stop would be at 368, 21,368. So this information now is only recorded in this spreadsheet so that I have the info to put into this trade. So for example, let me see if I can make sense of this. If you want to export that information and add your risk reward, you're going to hit the little trades button. And now I'm going to make this bigger. Now we're going to go to, let me change this. So I have 1 of 1. Scroll to the bottom where I had our first trade, and we can see there are 5 trades here with a profit of around $350. That was the 940 trade. So I only record 1 of those. So I'm going to take the first entry here, click on it, and it's going to pull up this trade. And I need to shrink this so you guys can see because of my banners. We'll just do this. Okay, so now we see we have a profit of 353. This was a short trade, and I now have the option to select my playbook. So I click on playbook, and I've already loaded these trades in. This particular one is the 940 trade, so I click on that. I hit check all, and there we go. Basically checks that. I go back to the stats, and now I scroll down. It's got this playbook labeled as 940, and now I simply, here is where I enter this data. So let me just move this over so you can see it. Here we go. So what I'm going to enter here, and this is probably going to go away, but I'm going to enter the profit target of 21,308 and the stop loss of 21,368. So 21,308 and 21,368. And that tells me that I have a 1.29 risk to reward. So that was my R value. So I'm going to rate that trade as 3 stars. If I get it up to 1 3/4 to 2R, or sometimes I'll have 3R trades. I rarely do on the 940, but then I will rate that accordingly. So now when I go back to my dashboard, that's all I have to do. When I have to go back to my dashboard, now I can see if I scroll down that as of right now with 1 trade entered, I have a 1.29 R today. Yesterday I was profitable with a negative 0.11 R. And so the goal there for me is I really want to try to focus on having trades where I can get that 2 to 3R. Here I had a really good day. We had almost a 2R on the day. But anyway, that is how that works. If I want to add more trades, which I will, I simply just go back in here. And then what I do is I don't record every single trade, but I will go to the next trade, like this one, for example, which was also a win. And I believe this was a key level trade. So I can set this and click on the key level trade, which I've got in my playbook. And now I'm ready to add the profit target and stop loss. Where is that? Okay, here we go. That was 21,172.5. So 21,172.5, and the stop loss was 21,232.5. 21,232.5. And that's incorrect. I must have put, was that a short or a long? So this shows a long. No wonder. This is incorrect. I have to select the right formula. There we go. So it should be 252.5, 21, 252.5. And on the stop loss, it should be 21,192.5. 21,192.5. So in this case, if I would have gotten the full target, the way I had it set up, I'd have a $397 winner. In this case, I had a planned R multiple of 2, basically, and I got a 0.6. So I'm going to rate that as a 1-star trade. Even though it was a $120 trade, it was only a 1-star because I took my profit early. Basically, that's what that means. And if you look at your the trade in itself. You can scroll up and you can see where that was. I basically took the entry here and took profit really quickly instead of that move continuing, which it did not. The other thing you can do is you can come down here to the running P&L on this trade, and you can kind of see that, you know, we really weren't into any drawdown. This was really, we entered the trade here on a short, and there was really no drawdown. Let's go back to that last trade. I'm curious to see what the running P&L looks like there. So let's select that trade, and we can kind of see there again, we had very little drawdown there on the entry, and it was almost in profit all the way. So just good information that you can use to track your trades is something that I love. I love to see that our multiple, we can see now we're at 1.89 because that last trade was a lower R value as far as the trade goes. The other thing that's really nice about TradeZella, you can go into reports, and for example, we can look at trade time. You can look at days, weeks, whatever. Trade time is something I've paid a lot of attention to, and this is just today. We should set this for this month. And if you look at this month, you get some information. For me, it is very clear that 7 o'clock is a really good time for me to trade. But the best time for me to trade is between 9 and 10, 10 o'clock being the best. I have 4,000 in profits in the 10 o'clock hour, 1,600 in the 9 o'clock hour, and losses there are less. So we are green really in the morning session. And once it gets past 10 o'clock or so, we tend to have some losing trades. And notice the afternoon session. The afternoon is not very good for me. So it's good for me to walk away by early morning. At least this month it was. But there's a lot of information in TradeZella that can help you. So anyway, it's pretty simple, but that's how I use it. It's pretty straightforward, very easy to navigate platform. You can adjust these little indicators here. You can change this out and select different metrics that if you want to see different things regarding your trading, you can pull that and kind of adjust this dashboard to how you see fit. So that's the long and the short of how to use TradeZella. It is an awesome platform. I love it. And there's a link in the description below that will get you a discount on TradeZella. So thanks for following along. Happy trading. Take care.